Hello. Hello. Hi. Hey guys. It's 7 o'clock and we're starting my live stream. So thank you to anybody tuning in. I've never done this before, so you just have to be patient with me. I'm only seeing this through my webcam software. I'm not seeing it on my Facebook. I'm not quite sure how to get that enabled. I'll try and figure it out and go about this at the same time. So, thank you so much for tuning in to my first live. My name is Molly Minkin, and I really do have the best job out there in the world, and I just want to share it with you guys and help make your dreams of being a successful business owner come true. If that's what you want to do and you love working with children and you're good at it, I will help you open up your own in-home child care that's licensed. Now, you'd be surprised at what the qualifications are in each state. A lot of times people think that you need to have a college degree or you need to have experience working in childcare to open up your own licensed childcare, and in most states you do not need either. And I'm going to go over what each state's requirements are so you know exactly if that's something that you can do in the near future or if it's something that you would have to wait on and get qualified for. So I am going to start going over that in a minute, but I want to make sure that I can see if there's any, let's see, if there's any way I can watch this on Facebook. Just bear with me for a second. This is so much fun. I love doing this. Okay. I'm not quite sure how to watch myself on here, but that's okay. I'm going to figure it out. I might not be able to figure it out. I might just have to not see any comments, and that's fine. Okay. Oh, there we go. Looks like I've started. I think there's a little bit of a lag, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to start off. I'm going to do this in alphabetical order. And keep in mind, with a lot of these in the rule books for each state, it says that you need to have a GED or high school diploma, and a lot of times it doesn't say that you need to have one, but I'm kind of sure that you probably should if you want to do this, and you can always check with your local licensing office to see if that's something you need if you don't have it, but I imagine 99% of you guys do. So another thing you need to keep in mind is you need to be able to pass a criminal background check. And so does anybody that lives in your house that's over 18 years old. That's the same for all 50 states. They're not going to let you work with children if you've been convicted of selling drugs or, like other crimes. There's probably a few things that you could get by with. So if you have questions on that, you just need to contact your local licensing office. But it's definitely something that you shouldn't do or can't or won't be able to do if you're like a felon or if you have like a long rap sheet with the law or anything. So, all right, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So first up is Alabama. And in Alabama, you only need to be 19 years old and you can have up to 6 kids in your home for a license. So that's good. Alaska, you need to be 18 years old and you need to have 12 college credit hours. And you can have 5 kids in your home, but if you have the fire marshal come out and approve everything, then you can have up to 8. Arizona, you can only have 5 children and all you have to do is be 18 years old. Arkansas, it depends on the age of the children. They're all older than 2 years old, then you can have 9 or 10. Now, keep in mind that if you are going to offer care for infants and newborns and children under the age of 2, your ratio is going to go down. They're not going to let you serve 5 infants at once. They're talking about if they're a little bit older, but still under the school age. And also in most states, they will let you take care of 2 children over the age of 6 years old, and that won't count against your ratio. So if you are taking in children for after school, a lot of times you can do that and it won't count against you. All right, we did Arizona. We did Arkansas as well. So next we're going to go to California. California, you can have, it's anywhere from 6 to 8 children, and you need to be 18 years old. In Colorado, you need to have at least 2 children, but no more than 6. And you need to be 18 years old. Connecticut, no more than 6 kids and 18 years old. Florida, no more than 6 and 18 years old. See, I'm telling you guys, it's a lot easier to qualify to be licensed than you think it is. All right, Georgia, this one is tougher than the rest of them. You need a degree and in early childhood education or another similar field, but if it's a similar field, then you'll have to have more years experience. And let's see, you can have at least 5 kids, okay? In Hawaii, you can have at least 2, but no more than 6 kids that you're taking care of, and you need to be 18 years old. In Idaho, it's 18 years old and at least 7 kids, and you can have more than that too. In Illinois, you can have 4 to 12 children in your home, and you have to be 18 years old. Indiana is another state where it's a little bit harder. They're going to ask you to be drug tested, as well as 18 years old, and you can have anywhere from 6 to 12 children in your home. Kansas, you do need to be 18 years old, and you need to have 6 months teaching experience, and you can have no more than 10 kids in your home. Okay. Kentucky, you can have 4 to 6 children, and that also includes if you are a parent, a mom, and you have 4 kids of your own. That's not going to be counted in the ratio. And you need to look that up if you want to take care of children that are your own while you're doing your in-home daycare. You can find out what the amount. A lot of states don't count your own children, but a lot of states do. And I also wanted to mention that you do need 35 square feet per child for the classroom inside the house. A lot of people use like an extra living room or a converted garage or something, but there does need to be adequate space. So 35 square feet per child, and that's inside, and then outside there needs to be 50 square feet per child. And most of the time you do need a fenced-in backyard. Okay, let's get back to this. Let's see. We're going to go to Iowa. You can have 6 kids, and you have to be 18 years old. Kansas, you have to be 18 years old, plus 6 months teaching, and you have no more than 10. I'm sorry if I'm repeating these. Kentucky, you can have 4 to 6, plus 4 of your own, and 18 years old. Louisiana, you can have no more than 6, but you do not need a license. So that's one thing that kind of blows my mind, but y'all are lucky there in Louisiana. Okay, Maine, you can have no more than 8 kids, and you need to be 18 years old. Maryland, no more than 8 and 18 years old, but you do need a lot of training beforehand. Massachusetts, you can have up to 6. Same as Michigan and Minnesota, and you need to be 18 years old. Mississippi, you need to be 21 years old. 2 years experience in college coursework in early childhood education, and you can have up to 12 kids in your home. Missouri, you can have up to 10. You need to be 18. And Montana, you can have up to 6 kids, and you need to be 18 years old. Nevada, you can have at least 5, but no more than 6, and you do need a degree in 1 year experience. New Hampshire, you need to be 21 years old, and you can have 6 kids. New Jersey, this one's hard. This one's like Georgia. It is harder in New Jersey. You can have 6 kids, and you need a degree and several years experience. They're not just going to let anybody open up their own childcare in New Jersey and be licensed for it. You do need to have a degree and experience. And it just depends on what your experience is and what your degree is. There's always a table that says, like, if you have a master's, you need less experience, on down to like a CDA, which is a 2-year degree in early childhood education to work in a childcare. and then you would need more experience with that in case you didn't have something like a master's degree. Okay, got down to New Jersey. New Mexico, you can have 5 to 6 children and you need to be 18 years old. New York, you can have 3 to 6 children. You need a bachelor's degree, state certification, and 2 years experience. That's one of the more harder ones, is New York. But also keep in mind that in New York, you are able to send your child to childcare for free at age 4, I believe. So you're going to have different clientele than the rest of the country. They're going to be younger. Okay. Let's see. North Carolina, you can have 2 to 8 children and you need to be 18 years old. In North Dakota, you can have 6 to 7 children and you need to be 18 years old. Ohio, you can have up to 6. You need to be 18. Oklahoma, you need to be 21 years old and you can have 7 children in your home. Oregon, you can have 6 children and you need to be 18 years old. Pennsylvania, you need to be 18 and with your diploma or GED, and you can have 4 to 6 kids. In Rhode Island, you can have 6 kids, but you do need to be 21 years old. In South Carolina, you can have 6 kids, and you need to be 18, as well as South Dakota, and you can have 12 kids in South Dakota. As you can see, there's a lot of variation. A lot of states have twice the number that you can have than others. Tennessee, you need to be 18 years old and you can have 7. That's where I'm at. I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I have 7 students, and it's great. Little known secret is that the more kids you have, the easier your job gets. I promise. When you have 1 or 2, it's a lot harder than when you have 7. Texas, you need training and experience. They have their own training that you have to have. And you need to be 21 years old, but you can also have 12 children. Utah, you can have 5 to 8, and all you need to do is be 18 years old. Virginia, you need to be 18 with 3 months experience as a director, and you can have 5 to 12 kids. In Washington, you need to be 18 years old, and you can have 12 kids. In West Virginia, you can have 7 to 12 kids, and you need to be 21 years old. In Wisconsin, you can have 8 kids, and you need 3 hours of college credit in early childhood education. And then in Wyoming, you can have 10 children, and you need 3 months of experience working as a director in a child care. So I hope this has helped you out. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Direct messenger Molly Minkin, Molly with a Y, M-I-N-K-I-N, and I'll answer your questions. A lot of times it's hard to find the rules on your own, and if you need a link to your state's rules, I can definitely help you out with that, and I can answer any other questions you might have. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.